Evening. Tetla. You at it with me this. Evening just come on. The place cold, Tetla. Snow was outside. I really wanted to show you. See me look. Keep my head warm. So some tonight now they're going to tell me all manner of things. How me feel more. But me have to keep my head warm. Trust me. Oh me look like me up in space. Yeah, my mistake. Because one of the heater turn on, but I can't really so 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 long and the real winter no come yet. So how you do, me dear? I was trying to call you before me come on, but me say you know something. One of my cousin called me. Tell me say part of the roof blow off, but then put tarpaulin on it. Yeah man, so me know they going to criticize me tonight, so listen out for it. You know, let me give thanks. And even today, you know, I had to have on a long coat, boot and socks and everything. So you can't go out there without a scarf. And then it's the first, so early November. What all you have to do just protect yourself, just like when we have rain. When we have rain, you forget your umbrella or raincoat or whatever. So you see, I sent you a thing I saw on the internet with Thornton down in St. Elizabeth. You know, say we still 310 man, good evening. You know that there are still places that have not received anything yet. Me don't know how them really manage because some of them, I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? 310, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing well because if you see me, it's all cold. Outside is snowing. So you have to keep yourself warm. I have to use some alcohol and wet up my foot, man. Because I don't want to get any colder now. No, sir. The worst is to have a flu in the weather. What is the temperature like where you're at 310? Mine is 30. Mine is near to freezing point, so that's why we have. And the snow did not come. We didn't have any sunshine or any heat. We had flurries, a lot of flurries today. But I don't mind the flurries, you know, because at least I think it's better than the heat. When the time is cool, you can adjust the temperature. But when it is hot, man, well, the AC sometimes don't work. But I'm upstate, you know, upstate is very cold. Yeah. But still give God thanks. I hope you guys are hearing me. Let me put a little further up because I don't want it. I want you to hear me clearly. You know, you hear me clearly. 21 on person, please. Okay. Mr. Batty said 21. It gone down to 6. Then just scanter off, you know. Then just run. They move fast sometimes, you know. But they look good. I saw the 21, you know, and I know they would run off. Only 2 persons so far. But I appreciate the 2 who gave me the thumbs up. And I think, well, we'll come. So 310, what's the temperature like where you're at? I think 310 is a new person. And Idaho. Hi, Idaho. How are you? Welcome to the live. These names look very new, but I appreciate you just the same because there are times people and Jerry. Or maybe I'm saving them for you, Jerry. I'm saving them for you, Jerry. So, that's why sometimes I don't like to stop to talk sometimes because you lose the focus. Yeah. So there are some places that they are still not yet, you know, they are still marooned. When I saw Thornton I know is in St. Elizabeth, and the people went there with food. So it's good that the people have been maybe checking up on their family. They carry food, cook food, everything. Can you imagine? What if they were not keeping in touch with people? and they do carry food that they can share. You know, they go in groups. You know, it is so sad, you know. And in content, the water is rising, you know. If you see the water, the geologists in Jamaica say the water is coming from way under the earth. So all that amount of water, whatever had happened, that caused the water down there to come up. Maybe that's why. So maybe some of the water that came from the sea in the the job. Tube Princess, how are you, Tube Princess? Happy to see you. Hi. I've seen this name somewhere. Is this your first time, Tube Princess? Come on, guys, like up the live and subscribe so we can have a. Remember, I said the island is on water, you know. If you see the water look like some blue hole. The houses they are cover, and one man fell in it, and they have not found him. Hi, Andrea. How are you? Welcome to the live. Come on, guys, like up the live and thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, you subscribe to Auntie D TV. So when she goes live or put out a video, you'll be the first ones to get notified. So put your notification on all. The water is terrible. Terrible, man. It is so serious. I don't know when. Thank you guys for the emoji. I don't know when the country is going to recover. Recovery is far, far, far. You know, it's far. I don't even right now. I don't even know where this storm enter from. If it enter from Black River or Westmoreland, but it seems as if it's Black River though. It's terrible, you know. When we see them show some overhead things, all in Mobile. Oh my God, all the scheme houses. I'm wondering why the developers go and buy pan places to put these houses. It can take a long. Maybe the next generation. Maybe the next generation. Me not see this happening now. I don't see this happening now at all. But you know, it's gonna take time. You know, but I don't know. And it's gonna take a lot of money. So and then the banks will soon say they don't have enough cash. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I every time every time I go on the internet, the first thing I see has to do with Melissa, the storm. Even if you want to see something else, it has to do with Melissa. Mm-hmm. It has to do with Melissa. No matter what, Melissa's name has to be called. And no, this aeroplane, I don't know if it was a real plane or a helicopter. It seemed to be a plane that was going to Jamaica. And within less than 5 minutes after takeoff, it crashed. Same place where it was about to leave, in Fort Lauderdale. Well, it was a Christian Ministries group, you know, and the pilot is the head one for it. He and his daughter. So his wife and other children did not go. So I'm saying that why and the daughter, the news say was is more or less wanting to be like the father. I think maybe it was him and his wife who should have gone. You understand me? They should have gone. Maybe I don't know, but it crashed. It was only two of them in it, you know, and it had food supplies. It had food supplies. Can you imagine? Oh my God. And they both lost their lives. It crashed into what I was reading. It was in the observer. It crashed into, I think, neighbors, some fence, and then it must go over into a pond. So it seemed as if something caught fire or something happened. It didn't even, not even 5 minutes after takeoff. So maybe Jamaica was not expecting the aircraft. But why would they want to fly there? Well, you see me, even I was back in Jamaica and I'm driving, There are times I just park I don't drive out, I take taxi. Is that everywhere me go me driving? By the time I just take taxi. Some people laugh. But miss, how you that? They say, listen, it is spirit to take a taxi. I say I want to travel with other people. So me and them can talk in the vehicle. You understand me? You understand me? So it's really sad. It's really sad. Jamaica needed food, and Colors went again with a lot of supplies. He bought a lot of things. I'm wondering if he's, but he say, I saw him at the store buying. So it seems as if donors are giving him and he go and buy them. Boy. So, and Spice was down there giving out some big packages of things, baby mother and elderly people. And when you look at it, the young people, they stand up right there. So they would, the police, and she had the crowd was more orderly, and she had police there. Why the police are really working? You have to go treat them. Yes, my face had donation because somebody had said when he went there with the truck first, somebody was saying thanks unto the donors, but I realized nobody don't want them to call their name. So I see a lot of Grace products, a lot of Grace canned beef, plenty Grace products. And then somebody was saying that if they couldn't give him or Spice some award or some superhero, something, because they have been doing when the other person, the senior person in charge of the whole island, is not coming out to say or do anything. Boy, it's something else. But I'm happy that at least, and some people are greedy. If the food truck come 100 times, they are out there 100 times. They will not even say, okay, I get today, let somebody else get tomorrow. Then go out there and pack up it. And maybe somebody my planning probably I'll sell it to. You understand me? Some one of my subscribers had mentioned a person in Jamaica who have a link that persons can go on. But me not really interested if you go on nothing with people. Me not trust people. You understand me? Me not trust them in that sense because there are too many cooks. And who you don't expect to be cooks, they are big, big cooks. So I don't want to. And then another person from my church, people are trying to pick up the pieces, but it's not easy. Not easy, my sister. Not easy. But when I look and see the amount of corn, beef, and things, I don't know where, but they seem as if they paid for. Tell me, what happened to the big lady? It looked like she in a bangarang. Come in here. Me not see anymore. She said I heard she was saying that she was going to buy some things that you know yeah, serious. Fun all kind of so. But what me think them should do, bring tents. Food and tent. I don't know how costly the tents are, but they need food and tent. Because some of them, when they get the material now, where they go and put it in them place, have a lot of wood and something. And they can too over clean up the place too quick. And then they put on the material and have it where they go and put all that cement and whatever. You understand me? Mrs. Spice do things, man. She was in Westmoreland today too. I didn't even know that she was from Westmoreland. Because I always hear she talk about St. Catherine. But apparently she was born in Westmoreland but grew up with her mom in St. Catherine. I don't know the mother is from Westmoreland. The police catch some men with coal in our street. That's what they, you see? You see that though? That's how they pick up a roadside or wash way. You see, everybody is out there trying to hustle on the poor. You know where they want to go now? Maybe some restaurant, some place that has electricity. Yeah, man. So how was your day today? I wanted to do, and tomorrow morning I have to reach work 11. So, and I had plans for today, you know. I don't know, but me like the day, say even from 11:30 to even 2 o'clock. But I can't do it. The big lady is on the live now. She is selling cakes. She has new page. Oh. So I don't know what they do. So she's not going to bother with the other page again that she had. So what's the name for the new page? Sometimes I follow her and I get tickle info to you know. Glenford. Hi Glenford. How are you? Welcome to the live. Yes. Okay. Almighty Israel lives. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, Glenford. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great evening. Oh, so where is she? She's up here or down there? Because I know she normally does that for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Blessings to you, Glenford. How have you been? How was your day, Glenford? How is your day? I hope you had a good day. Oh, she's up. Yes, I know she was up here. But I know that she normally take the big orders for Thanksgiving and do it down there. Yeah. Glenford says Irie. Irie. Yeah, man, Irie. Cool. Okay. It's airy and cool. Well, my day was nice. Well, I enjoyed it. It was snowing. I like when it has just flurries, just the flurries. But you know, it didn't stay long, but it stays on the grass, and it gives the grass a nice look, not messy or anything. I don't like when it is there until they start get messy and they have to bank it up at the roadside. I don't like it like that. But one has to be careful because you may slide. That's the only reason I don't like going outside with the snows. Yeah, and last standing soldier, you're the last one. You sure? Yeah, I know she bake up here, did that sometimes because people up here may give her orders. So I was wondering how she not started, but maybe me always follow because sometimes I follow. Sometimes, you know, you have to still follow people, you know, so you can get little things to mix up. Because by yourself, there are certain people I follow, honestly. Yeah. Yes, my dear. So you realize last night I tried to leave the life as they say to me to do that instead of turning off. And every look me look. Even I waited almost an hour after you guys and there was always and I say, but then me peep, me see go up the tree for a fire. Oy. Still, you understand me? Me say wait, them playing games with me, man. So me try to sit away like but beside. And a person. No, I really had to I was beside it laughing. Then I said no, I cannot wait anymore because they think me joking. You know. They were not saying anything, but it keeps going on. Yes, Jamaica should repent. Everybody needs to repent because what? There's no repentance in the grave. So you have to do it like no. So when the time come, when Mr. Death walks by, you know your soul will be right. Because when the breath leaves the body, there's no repentance. Right. And people are playing around. People are playing around. You have to encourage each other. Because I guess, as in the days of Noah, as the Bible says, so shall it be in the end. People are going to be lovers of themselves, doing things and not paying attention, don't care about what may happen. Marrying and drinking and partying and everything, just having fun. And giving God half a foot and half a time. No, it's not serious. So when we pray for everybody. So that the mercy will outstretch. Mm-hmm. So that persons will, realize that it's not far. So they will have to turn, take a right about turn, and give the Creator his praise, which is due. Right, Glenn Ford? Where are you watching me from, Glenn Ford? Where are you watching me from? Number 2, Jamaica, coming, New Jerusalem, open seat. Okay. You're giving me so much. Where are you watching me from? I hope you have subscribed to the channel and will follow and contribute to our conversation. We are not talking about anything that is not proper. We talk about, you know, okay, all right, that's where you are. Okay, all right. So you're in the wilderness of sin, of war, or you're in the wilderness studying. Wilderness is not a good time, When you're in the wilderness, it's a trials. You're going through a lot of trials. Remember the children of Israel were in the wilderness when they should have taken a short time. They were there going around. So going through a wilderness, you never get something good. Yes, Betty. Boy, me say, when I heard Tube Princess, wow, Tube Princess, where did we meet? You've been on my channel before, right? This name sounds so familiar. Have you subscribed to my channel or is this your first time? I know we have met somewhere. Somewhere. When I say somewhere, I've seen something on another channel, maybe. Or maybe I have visited your home, but I seem to recognize the name. But whatever it is, maybe because you have a nice name, Tube Princess. Tube Princess Amira TV. I like that name. But with Nick Will Travel, I don't know. I don't think I don't think it's Nick Will Travel because I don't remember that name. You see, sometimes people subscribe, but you don't know, but sometimes the name, but somehow that name, Tube Princess Mira TV, I've seen it somewhere. We have been on a platform somewhere. You subscribe. Yeah, because there's something there's something I noticed. It's not just now. You have subscribed before. Do you But it's the first you are coming on the live now. So because of that. Do you have a channel too, Princess? That I can give you support? As we give support for support, you support me and I support you. Do you have a hello, Awe Edward? Hello, hi, welcome to the live. Two Princess, do you have a channel? So I'm going to write it up. All right, so I don't know if I may have visited already. I don't know, but the name looks like I've seen it somewhere. So I'm going to, if I have visited before, I'm going to visit again. And if I never visited, I would have to visit now. So maybe not at this very moment as I'm on the live because I'm using one device. So I will have to give you support, right? And let me thank you for stopping by. You see, we have to support each other, you know. Yeah. Where are you watching me from, Two Princess? I like the name, you know, but it's long. Two Princess Amira TV. Where are you watching me from? And guys, remember, I also have a backup channel, Auntie D Motivates. You can go over and subscribe and watch, support my videos. Yeah. Auntie D, yeah, I'm going to subscribe to you from my other channel as well. So that we can have, so instead of you having one, you have two. And me have one, you know, that's how we have to do it. You see, people don't understand what it means to support, you know. Some people don't understand. And some you give them support and they don't understand. Oh, you're Jamaican in California. Okay. Welcome, California. California lady in the house. California Jamaican in the house. Happy to see you. I know I know somehow I've seen the name. Princess Amira TV. That's nice. So how do you like it there? You heard about how you yeah. I know. How do you like it down in California? What type of weather are you having there now? Is it cool? Here, see me in sweater and headgear, and I have on socks and warm. And I have to turn on the heater out in the main hall because I don't really want it in the room. It's going to make the place too warm. And you know, it's not winter yet, so if you start running the heater too early, you know what kind of bill you're going to have. Yeah, so take a little, you know. Where do you have any family in Jamaica that may have had experience with Melissa, that destructive hurricane that passed sometime in October? Are your family safe? Are they safe? Were you able to get in touch with them? I was trying to reach some persons, some of my relatives. I got some just tonight because they have to go nearby. Hi, Sakura. How are you? Welcome to the live. Happy to have you, Sakura, because they have to try get a little connection from persons who have Starlink. First with Starlink. So if you don't have Starlink, it's yeah, man, snowing. It snowed yesterday and rain, and it snowed today. We have no family there. Okay, okay. Um, it was bad, man. That hurricane devastated the place. If God was not there to help people, everybody would have gone. Gone. It's a very, very strong hurricane, 185 miles an hour. And it didn't move fast. It moved slow. So it really messed up the place, man. Black River, parts of Westmoreland, parts of St. James, Trelawney, water soaking from underground. It's sad, honestly. I've never seen anything like that. That reminds me of not just Noah and the flood, but it also reminds me of Port Royal. Well, I only hear about Port Royal, but it's like I'm imagining Port Royal at the time. It is sad. I'm telling you, I don't know how some of those persons are going to pick up the pieces and start again. Every document gone because they were not expecting anything like this. And that's why I believe many more persons have lost their lives. Because you in your, I see some big houses in a place named Parati in St. Elizabeth. Nice big houses. But I'm wondering why they build them so close to the sea. And the sea cut away the foundation and the houses them lean and some of them break up concrete houses, you know, not board. And the waves, oh my God. I don't know if people were in those houses thinking that the sea would not come for them. Nobody. So it is going to be on our lips. I try not to talk about it every time I come on, but it does come out eventually. Like today, yesterday, yes, an aircraft was taking supplies to Jamaica. It's a ministry group. There were two persons on the plane, and within less than 5 minutes of taking off, the plane crashed. I don't know what is wrong with the sky. I don't know. It crashed. It fell. It went into some people fencing and overturned into a makeshift pond. So the makeshift pond is either fishes in it or sewage. It is so sad. Hi, Irish Jimmy. Hey, neighbor. I'm gonna be kind about this. I have to work tomorrow. I can hear your voice coming through the wall. Oh Lord. Still I hear was trains, planes, and automobiles. Don't make it. They landed on the lake. You're in the lake. Keep the voice down. Okay. Turn it down, Jimmy, please. Yes. It's in Florida. And when I hear about the lakes in Florida, I'm scared. Scared. You know, and both, they were the father and daughter, they both died. You can imagine they're taking food supplies to a devastated country, and they were so eager because they do that. Hi, Betty. How are you doing, Betty? Betty, you get a break? Were you spared from Melissa, Betty? Did Melissa hurt you? I see Melissa caused one of your tree to go down. It seemed as if it was an apple tree. Why Melissa take down your apple tree? Take down the lady apple tree. Yes, yes. So, today we had a lot of snow. It was cold. But the flurries, they were very big, not tiny. And I was going to video it, but because I was not at my place, I said, I won't. 2% wonder if they were overweight. 2%. I never thought of that. I was just thinking that maybe the the fuel, something wasn't that right. I don't know. Well, if you're talking the apple tree was hollow. I was trying to be a bit cheeky with the crash that the people could have been overweight. Maybe the apple tree. Well, yes, I was thinking of the packages too. I said food. You see, to send food, is very heavy. Honestly, these little things have weight. They have weight. It's easier to send clothes. I've seen persons clear barrel with food. I'm telling you, they had to, when I'm back home, they have to empty the barrel with the food out in the yard. Empty it more than half, and then carry them into the house in some big wash pan or containers. It's difficult to carry a whole barrel with thin stuff. And I guess those barrels were round, and tight. Everything is gone. Everything is gone. And their lives are gone. Okay, Jimmy said, "Oh, I finished first aid course today. 2 more days to go." You're gonna break it up, man. You're gonna mash it up. But I wanted to study, Jimmy. When Tyrese was going to Jamaica, they were emphasizing don't put generators on because that is true. 500 pounds. So you see how heavy a generator is. So when this country sent over 409, can you imagine the weight? The weight of that generator, because the generator has to be heavy so it can push the power. It can't be too light. It's when just flip it over. And then Tyrese made it to Jamaica. I saw him, I think it was today or yesterday. was looking at his video. Boy, Two Princess, I like how you're everything for Jamaica, I'm there now. My eyes asleep and wake, I'm always there. If I go on YT, um, whatever, I look for the Jamaican side. It might sound bad, but that's what I do. That's what I do. I look for my Jamaican people. Jimmy said, "Good night, people. I need my bed." Uh, oh my, Jimmy, hush. They're all around the room. You can't study. I have been on a plane before and they wouldn't fly until we unloaded. Yeah. It happened to me already too. They say it's too much things, they had to take it off. And that is why that was a few years ago. And that is why some of the planes now refuse because they say overweight. Overweight. They refuse to carry Irish Jimmy because Irish Jimmy have too many things traveling with. You see, he cannot go to sleep. He's studying, Two Princess. He's studying, but he has his ears and eyes. Hush, Jimmy, hush. You can catch up afterwards. Oh my. Okay, turn it off, put something in your ears, and go to sleep. And then when you wake up later or tomorrow, you can just take a listening. I think because Two Princess is here now, and I think Two Princess Amira. Um, and you cannot take her being away, huh? All right. But make sure, if anything, you subscribe to Two Princess Amira. Right, guys? She seems to be a nice person. I like her. And I don't know if it's the first time I'm seeing you on the live. But anyway, you're going to come again because, see, you had subscribed. And I'm happy that you're here. You don't have on me, keeping my head warm. When I go to sleep, when I'm going to bed, I take off this one and put on a lighter one. Yeah, man, it is sad. Can you imagine somebody coming to you to give you food and instead like that happen, by the way, you need to see the person that get the food? Wow. In studying how to be a handsome man, I'm studying myself. I'm the mirror. That's true. So you will apply it, right? You will apply it. And that will make it easier for you to study. And when you're through studying now, you live it out. Because you already have the qualities, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's really, and like I was saying too, hi Jerry, you're the cutest girl ever. This. Okay, hi Jerry. How are you doing? Welcome to the live, Jerry. Happy to see you. Happy to see you, Jerry. How was your day today, Jerry? And there's also, I'm always happy to see you. Okay, thank you. I'm also concerned about the rising of water in Manchester. That's in a place named Content. What the what should I say? The geologists they are saying is that the water is clear water, The water is coming from way down from one of the aquifers, one of the underground tables. If you see the water, it has been flowing from Hurricane Melissa came. And the houses are like they're in the middle of a river. You saw it. So you're behind me when I have to be there. I mean, I have to be observing. Yeah, coming from underneath, which means that the plates are shifting. Something's gonna happen, And the water is very deep in it. The houses are almost covered. And which is so strange. Manchester doesn't have any bridge. They don't have any river. That's the only parish that doesn't have a bridge or a river. And look at what is happening there now. And it is still going and it's not going to stop. It's scary. No, nobody knows how far those cracks are. And there were some earth, some little quakes. One was somewhere near Guadeloupe, and one was somewhere near, I think, near California, somewhere around that side, or Mexico, somewhere else. I think it was Mexico, somewhere off the coast. One was 4 points, the other one was 5 points something. And I said to myself, oh Lord, these things are just coming up because the water is rising. And there's another place too in Montego Bay that have the same problem. And the people say nobody has come there to talk to them, and they are paying for the houses. And the houses that are in Mandeville, children, because if I am an adult and if my home was lost through Hurricane Melissa or being flooded out now, I would need therapy too. Don't you think so? The poor children are traumatized. I don't think if whenever they go back to school, the brain will be in anything to. They are traumatized because that's all they are going to hear. That's all. So this is worse than when we had, what did they name? COVID. It's worse. This incident is worse than COVID. It is sad. Very, very sad to print too. It's very, very sad. I'm just hoping that there'll be a breakthrough. When I look Sunday, they say it was 1,000 vehicles traveling to the west. Everybody wants to go and see, someone to see their families and take food or whatever. Maybe they were not getting through to them. If you see the road, it's like you're traveling through a cow pasture. There is no road. The pure mud, and the trees that were all across the road, they tried to cut them and just put them one side. You can imagine if you're passing on those places in the night, how anybody attack you, you cannot make any sound because they're just, and you cannot drive fast. Just mud. And if you go fast in a muddy place, you will slip. Oh, I tell you, this the whole thing. That's why I said we have to pray for everybody. Because those people who went, some of them stayed. I know a lot of them stayed home, and didn't leave because they don't expect. I know, especially older people. I am not leaving, I'm staying. And when they are going to want to leave now, it'll be too late. Because that water comes with every energy. So that's how it is. I'm happy for your time, too, Princess. I see that Irish Jimmy is finally gone to bed. He has courses to do. Thank you for spending some time with us. And I promise to be on your channel tomorrow. I make a note of it. I don't think I've been over there enough, if not at all, because I keep looking at the name. And I like the name, and I said, there's something that connects me to that name. So I have to, right? I'm going to use my 2 channels to support you. So when you see me come over, you know it's me. Yes, I saw a lady, 92 years old, didn't eat or drink for the tree. Can you imagine? To Princess, I like you're involved in Jamaica things, You're sure you don't have any family out here? You sure? I mean, out here, back home. I like the heart that you have. That is the same heart I have. Concern for others there. hmm That's where your roots are. Even though you're not there, but man, I'm still. If I'm worshiping or even praying, I remember back home. Because of that, when I go to the church up here, I don't feel it as I would want to. But I still try to, you know, and how I grew up, whenever we want to go to the beach, we go to the beach. It's a kind of country where things are, what should I say? I don't want to say free, but easy. I don't know if I should say easy. If there are some beaches you may have to pay, but you kind of have a easy way in doing things. I'm not saying that you go about doing things that are rude or bad, but a kind of laid back like. You understand me? To me, if I would want a vacation and I go home, I would enjoy the vacation more because I can eat or drink coconut. Well, crime is everywhere. Buy jerk from the jerk pan at the road. whatever, you know. You can laugh and you can do things, but if I'm to go to a new place, I have to adjust. And then if you get a joke back home, you can laugh. Or you lived in Portmore, okay. You get a joke, you can laugh. You know, laugh that when you finish laughing, we were talking about laughter one night. When you finish laughing, your whole body feel renewed. You have to say, yes, man, I felt it. But when you're in some places, you can't laugh. You know? That's why they could smile. They don't, like, some people look like they don't laugh. They don't know how to laugh. That's why they could chuckle, and that's it. And we Jamaicans have a time when we laugh. We have a time when we cook. You know, we cook. We love cook. And we will take the time and maybe we might not be the best of bakers, but there are some things we can bake. We can cook. We don't bake the pudding. I remember the days, I'm not afraid to say it, when I used to, when I was much younger, I used to bake. We didn't have any oven, like, you know, it was the oil stove and the kerosene tin we use make oven, and we use the cheese pan. That time the cheese is coming out cheese tin, and when we get the cheese tin, we use the cheese tin and put the cake in the thing and bake it. Or the pudding was nicer when you put it outside on the fire with some stone, hold it up, and a little bit of heat under the bottom of the Dutch pot, and a piece of zinc at the top with some little light flames or light heat. And when that pudding bake, you know, in that big Dutch pot or big pudding pan, you see the older people who gone on, I don't know when it comes to for them hand. They don't use a lot of seasoning, but the seasoning that they use, they think tastes nice. And the pudding, whether it be cornmeal with the gravy on the top, or the potato pudding with the gravy on the top, those old time people know how. Or the thyme leaf, you just name it. The right banana fritters, because when I make the right banana fritters, and I know you cannot eat like my mother one. You know, because things were so natural, it was so much in abundance. When you boil banana, it was so nice with callaloo, but over time, difference. Understand me? So we Jamaican, there's some things that we will do, but the kind of sophisticated things, we may not be up there. But if it comes to certain things, we can bottom the boat, we can run a boat. When we run a boat, we run a boat. Everybody smile. You understand me? So we can have fun. People go river. I don't like river because people always drown in the river. So, and you always have some flat rocks in the river, so I don't like rivers. I prefer sea. So I'll go in the sea until the water reach my knee, and that's it. And I'll be in the sea all day with the water at my knee, enjoying the water. So when it comes to holidays, if you don't have anywhere to go, you don't have any money to go anywhere far, just go to a beach, spend the day and cook and eat and just be happy. You know. So, but here it's different. I love my Jamaica, you know. My Jamaica. I love my country. Everybody must love their country. I love mine. My heart yearns sometimes when we roast the breadfruit and we roast the salmon mackerel and fix it up with, you know, memories, memories, memories. Yes, Tube, I'm happy to have you. Tetla, guys, sometimes I really drift, you know. Drift. Let me taste bud. Salivate. Whoa, and the roast, yeah. And what I realized, many persons who grew up on eating some of these, what did I say now, rough food, they have come out to be prominent persons in society. So when you hear them talk, you only could come, so, really? Yeah. I know persons who carry fried dumpling in their paper bag to school, and because the paper bag, when you buy a patty, the brown paper bag have the greasy. That's the one their parents put the get like they buy a patty or so, and they recycle the paper bag so many times with the fried dumpling in the bag to give their children, and those children take education seriously. Yeah, I remember Faith Span. Yeah, with the roast yellow yam and the roast saltfish. And if there was ever any way to drive, a person has to stop at Faith Spin. Whether it's a soup, I don't know if it's still, I don't think it's operation anymore now. I don't, because of the highway, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it's operational because they had said at one time they were losing customers. So I don't think. But you know, crime is everywhere, and sometimes because of crime, they become demotivated. You don't want to really go. You know, but I would say sometimes crime is everywhere. And you know what I've come to notice? I've been thinking about it a couple since Melissa, apart from the robbery that they have been doing to persons who are traveling to give supplies. Yes, yes. I remember they were disputing that, so the highway took it away. You know, we have not heard of any crime over the past couple of weeks since the storm. I don't hear of anything. I don't hear of any, well, only robberies, the ones that were traveling to rob, say they were hungry, they want food. It was not right, but at least they didn't hurt the people. They could have, if it were other time, they would have done things to them and take away what they have. They only take away what they have. I think until now I don't hear where anybody say or in any news where anything has been going on like what was happening before the storm. I think some of the storm has shaken up some people. It has shaken up some person, but you know, they go out and they held up some people. Yeah, some persons who were taking supplies to Westmoreland, they ambushed them at Holland Bamboo. But that stress now must be very, very lonely again, you know, it was lonely before. And they took away, they robbed the people and took away the food and what they have and ran away. And then they say that while driving, you see children up by the roadside stopping them, that they are, and when they stop now to ask, you know, give them something, then that's the time. So now you have to be driving and whoever is stopping, they say you don't stop. Then they say if you are going, the women are not to go by themselves. They must allow the men to go. Because you may reach a point where that's what they had said. You may have to use the with a machete or saw to help remove trees from out of the roadway. But imagine if I had relatives in one of those parishes and I have not heard from, I don't know if they were gone or they are still alive and they would need something. Right. They should have security services there. So I would want to see. And that is why Sunday it was reported that over 1,000 vehicles in a traffic jam en route to the west. Everybody going that way. Everybody want to go and see family member, see how the place look. People were from that area, and you just because it's a trip. Yeah. So how many people are looking at the water place in Manchester, Mandeville? They say, me, it's like they keep expressing with the expletive. They can't. They shock. But the way I say, I think somehow this has shaken up some of the criminals and shake them up. They will still probably hijack people and take away things. But I think it shake them up. It shake everybody. And I can imagine the banks are overflowing with people who used to save. So you see why it is important to save? No matter how small. No matter how small it is, you are being paid. You are being paid $1. Try if it's even 1 cent. Try save something because you don't know when you're going to need it. And you keep saving a little 1 cent, 1 cent, it will keep add up. It may look long, but you don't know. But some people, they say the money is too, no matter what amount they get for the pay, they say it is too small. Nothing is in it to save. That's foolishness. Because when stress comes, whether it be health issue or like what is happening with Melissa, break down people's houses, the time you're going to wait on government, you probably could start do something. You understand me? Because some of the people going to go back and use some of the wood to help to make shelter, and then gradually they remove them, And because not everybody have money to go and build a wall house. Wall house is expensive to build and labor. And if you don't own the land, you cannot put up a wall structure. You have to live within your means. So board houses are going to be there. And it's a lot of people have to go step back and come again. Because everybody is now at the bottom to rise up. And then some persons would work as domestic helpers. I'm just imagining the homes that they would work. Those people probably out of a job. Maybe those places have been the storm affected those places like mothers and courts and you name the different places them. So the domestic helper who would work at those people's homes. Hi Radiki, how are you, Rehan? They don't have a job. Domestic helper don't have a job. No. Domestic helper house gone. And the boss house gone. Everybody is there looking. Nobody have any money to go and support the party shop anymore. Everybody have their hand at their jaw. I'm doing well, Rehan. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome. Happy to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope you had a great day too. You see, when you look at life, life is full of surprises where you're talking and sharing, but one would say you have to be in the situation. Now, see, they are being asked to produce some form of ID or TRN to get food supplies. I'm wondering how many persons, when they were running from their homes, if they had taken anything with them. And you see again, too, when they were telling them to evacuate, you see persons are taking up their documents because they always tell them have your little documents in a little bag with you and a little maybe overnight supply of something and a little change clothes. Have a now if it's even a little knapsack. And if you have children, you have your little knapsack too. I don't know the people they wait until when the water was coming and they run out and leave everything. So how much of them now are going to be able to produce those documents? Some have passport, land titles, all the little documents. What are they? Who are they going to get it? I say, that's why I say sometimes it better if they take up themselves and go to the place. And they always keep saying, take your documents with you, your bank book or whatever you have. And they keep saying, put them into a little plastic bag so you have them. So that in the event you have to get out of your property, you have them with you. No, then run out. Leave everything and the water come and wash everything gone. The thing is easy to get back a land title or the bank book, you can go to the bank. But you have your documents. You have your visa, your passport, wash your gun and all them something. So we have to just yeah, Reham, happy to see you. It's just that, I, I was once in that situation. I remember when Hurricane Gilbert came and it blew off my house, my roof. But when it started, I run out and run to my neighbor because I was afraid. Because when you hear the wind, this wind sound like all different sounds coming from it. And the rain sounds so awful. And when I actually came out, a part of the roof did blow off and gone too. And I was out there crying because it affects you emotionally, And I said, the house roof. So, we have to plan, even under normal circumstances. No, we are speaking. If something should happen, we should be able to grab a bag, grab something that has our documents in it. Just, yes, you run for your life still. So, what I mean, have something nearby at hand. So, you have to run out, you run out. Worse, you're not in your own barn land. The Prime Minister had said in September that not because you're born there means that you're a Jamaican. So you don't have anything to prove that you're born there. Know what you're going to do. Tetla, your things wash away, your birth certificate wash away and gone. You don't have anything to show, and it's going to cost money to apply to RGD to get one. What are you going to identify yourself as? Mm-mm. Yes, guys, that's how it is. We try to move away every time, but I mean, focus tonight was on the flight from Florida. I felt it for them, and the wife and the other two or three children. You can imagine the trauma. Should be free for people in that era. It should be, but it's kind of not so like the way I would want it to be. I felt it for them, but that is life, and they say life is full of surprises, full of surprises. So we have to just do our best and do our part, so that in the end we are not caught off guard. But I still believe that because of the strength of the storm, it confused their brain at the very last minute. It can get you confused because to hear those water coming from off of wherever they were coming from and the trees them coming down, it's not like they were accustomed to that sort of hurricane and water coming and you hear all sort of things happening outside. You have look outside, you decide to run. How you going to run? You're going to be backed up. So we have to pray so that they will also overcome their grief. Because everybody's laying down on the street and dead animals and all sort of things. People are crying out. So I don't know if things have changed, but I think by now it should have. But there are still some places crying out for food. They have not been able to see anybody come and give them anything. One man said he didn't remember how water tastes. It's when you're desperate. They didn't remember until when they come with the water and give it to him. Children were there crying, they're hungry. Then, when a child is hungry, me hungry, me hungry. And you yourself don't have anything. And if people they are pregnant or babies, and you need to clean them and wash them off, and it's not nice. It's not easy. The reality is we have to put ourselves in it. We don't bathe for 2 days. Let me say 2 days. You see your body feel annoyed. But when you're there for over a week, over a week, and it's like you can go down to the river and get some water and do a little thing. You have to just keep yourself. Just keep yourself. It's sad tube. Sad tube. It's really sad. And when I pray, it gives me strength. Yeah. You're thirsty and you want water. You know that normal times when you have water, you're not over thirsty. It's when you don't have the water, you're thirsty. When you have water, understand, when you have water at your disposal, oh, I drink a water because I can drink it whenever. But when you don't have it, that time it thirsts want the water, body want the water. Every part here feel dry, the inside feel parched. When you drink enough now, you say, wow, body feel good. And people don't realize your body is made up with so much percentage of water. The blood need it, the tears help the eyes to function, your saliva, the digestive system, everything, your brain, all about the body wants fluid, your perspiration. After we are not lizard. Lizard doesn't perspire. So you need it. It helps to keep the body cool. So your body need water. Yeah. Thank you for your time, guys. And I hope I didn't chat too much. But I didn't want to keep going back down the road of Melissa. But Melissa is gone and we're still trudging behind Melissa. Melissa has us all shaken. So, Tube, thank you for stopping by. And I promise, I have it written down right here, so. Two Princess. You see, some people, when they go on a live, that's what I don't like. And I kept saying it. They only go on a live not to help to build a live. They only go to like and done. They like and done, meaning that they get a subscriber. They don't know if you want a subscriber, right? So they get a subscriber and they're gone. They don't contribute much. They just come, like, and done. Gone. Disappear. So people like those, they never help a channel to grow because they only come to take. Yeah, that's the take. They don't. You have been here a good while. They don't contribute to not a thing. What is? They just disappear. And that's why sometimes I choose the channels that I support, because when people don't really spend time to support a channel, it doesn't make sense. I go over there and spend my time. I'm going to just go and peep, like, and done, and disappear. It's not. But that's how some people are, and some people never change. You talk from now until next year, and they're still the same. Yeah, that's what I'm told to do, you know. And sometimes when you have to leave the live, you still have the live running because you need to give the person the support, because you're going to want back the support. And you have been here for more than 15 minutes. I think you have been here for almost maybe 30 minutes or so. I know it's more than 15 minutes because it's 1 hour now. And I know you're here for more than 15 minutes. What I do, sometimes I go to 2 hours, sometimes I don't. Because sometimes I use the time to do you understand? You have to do other things. Sometimes I just let the live run while I still do some channel things. But I cannot go onto the channel until when they use the phone, because I have to, it's the one device that I use. So, Miss Tubi, no, Miss Tube Princess, I could say Amira, Miss Amira, I hope you have a wonderful evening. And you're going to see my subscription from Auntie D Motivates and Auntie D TV, 2 subscription, because we have to support each other. People need to grow. Not just one person growing and the other sitting by the wayside. Nobody come into YT to just look. They come to do something. They have a purpose, right? They have a purpose, and the purpose is to make a channel grow. I don't see anybody have a channel and doesn't want the channel to grow. Nobody wants a channel to be stagnant. Everybody wants it to grow, so the work can be a little more appreciative. And you see, it's just 8:51, guys. Can you imagine? I don't like this time, but I have to work with it. 8:51, man. $8.51. Mm-hmm. So, Chill Princess, have a wonderful, wonderful. I'm so anxious. I will want to go over and peep. Maybe if I peep over into your channel, maybe I was in a hurry, but this time I want to spend some time and look at. Do you do live? Do you do live too, Princess? This time make me it kind of mental. 5:52 there. It's 8:52 here, so we are basically 3 hours. I don't like it. I don't mind the daylight saving time. The back time here, so it kills it demotivates you. Either in the morning or in the evening, I don't appreciate it. When I'm at work and I see night out, it's like my brain just slow down because I believe that I should be able to leave. As the time says 6 o'clock is night, you know. 4:35 is night. Um, and because of that, you don't see many persons passing, driving. It's like people just tend to go home and not bother come out again. And it's cold and the road is not so busy. It's not nice. It's stressing. So when you leave, yeah, I will have the live going. Yeah. Yes. There's nobody out there in the bush. Have a wonderful evening, Sister Tube. I anxiously will want the time to run up a to go to enter your yard. To enter your yard. Okay, bye, Tube Princess. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. But I'm just yeah. Even when you do your live too, you do it like what they suggested. Um, let it go until it's zero. If you know what I mean. Let it run until it go to zero. And sometimes I go to zero, like even just now, and you look at step up. Because every number counts. All right, so I catch you again. Right? You're gonna see me in your house, in your yard, peeping. I'm just anxiously have to wait until when this live is finished. The live is done, I'll do it. Because it's still kind of early and I can go to bed before a certain time. I have some things to read, but I don't like to read at night. I don't know. That's why I don't study anymore because reading at night make me sleepy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, was caught. JB, JB. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my. Did happy blessed night? How was your day? I hope you have a great one. I had a great one. Good night, everyone in the house. JB is here. JB is here. I was just trying to read something in the mid. JB, I was not ignoring you. I was just caught up with reading and then realized, oh my, I wonder if you're gone. I hope you're not gone, you know. Tetla JB came and nobody didn't even inform me. Tetla, are you still there? JB, good thing I was sitting here now. And I was just reading the thing and didn't realize, JB, are you here? We had a lovely conversation with one of my subscribers to Princess Amira TV. And I caught myself, are you here? I was not trying to avoid you. I was trying to, my interest caught into reading something. You see, social media, if you're not careful, you know, it's worse than actually sitting before a television back in the day and watch different things. There's so much things to see on social media that when it hold it. How you doing, my friend and my brother? How are you doing? How was your day today? How was your day today? I didn't even realize. When I reach a certain number, I hope I'll be eligible to have a phone that persons can call in and talk on. I'm going to check out that. You're good so far. Me say, me dey read the thing, you know. So much things in the media about Jamaica that sometimes it passes by and don't even realize it. And the last time when I looked at the phone, it was telling me 8:52. And now when I just hold up my head, it's 9:04. How are you? How are you? You're good so far. Did you have any snow, any flurry down there today? My temperature is about 30 or between 29 and 30. It was at 30 and I expected to go a little bit low. So see me dress up in sweater and warm up for my head. Because you have to keep the heat in the body. You know have not me say man, we have a lot of snow. JB, mm, a lot of snow. This and I was you see if I was at my house, I was thinking of doing the video of the snow, falling. It was big too, you know, and it fell for long. I said because I'm at people's place, I don't want them, feel uncomfortable because I never get the permission. I know over here everything is on camera to show because I'll be showing it on the outside, but you're going to show another person back here or something. So I said, all right, when I'm at home one of these days, I'll just do it. Oh, 38? No. Well, I'm sure mine was 30 already. Long time. Coming home, it was 36 or so. I mean, no say gone below because we were supposed to go down to about 30 to 29. And because of that, you don't hear any vehicle on the road. People are staying home. And I said to myself, this is my third November. And it's the coldest it has ever been so far. From September, the place cool, you know. From September. And right now it's just 6 minutes past 9. In the 50s for you? No, sir. Mm-mm. It's very so far. We're something like a 42, 42, 40 something. When I was leaving work, it was in the 30s, like a 36. And when I looked, it was supposed to go down to, I think, 30 by tonight, 30 to 29. So we know so it will be freezing. So the snow I see outside, it's not enough to form on the road. But on the roadway, like on the grass part, it's there. And I don't know when you have to know your step. When I say we have to have on the thick coat, scarf, warm clothes for your hands, man. And the wind was cold. cold. We have a big river that run past, Well, we never. That's why people they move away from here. We are so further north. And Chicago had 7 inches of snow yesterday, but they showed it. And I see a lot of snow falling in some Toronto, Canada, and a lot of covered vehicles. So I say, wait, is it that the winter really start? I think it's going to be in the 40s tomorrow. In the 40s tomorrow. That means we'll be in the 30s. Or we are near 40. And then we're going to have 2 more days. I think Friday may be a little warmer. I'm hoping Saturday will be a little warmer because I would love to go to church Saturday. Listen, I don't like this time, JB. Can't you tell the people to not to go back to this time? This time just like a waste time. Going back the back time. When I see somebody was on the live earlier from California and they are 3 hours behind. So when I was saying that it was going up to 9, it was going up to 6 for them. So me wonder how the time look down there if it look like how it look up here. I think it must look like how it look here. I can imagine 3 hours behind. But I guess when you're living there, it doesn't matter. They must have change the time and just stick to the daylight saving. Not like this time. But that's what the system is. You have to work with the system. That's what is laid out. Sister T was a room at an and she fall off and fall asleep. Yeah, 6 p.m. now there. Wow. So I'm wondering if it 6 p.m. look like our time now. Dark. But they don't seem to change their time none at all. Because ever since I keep hearing that they are 3 hours and I don't think, and some states doesn't change their timing. I think one of my subscribers from Louisiana, theirs don't change. They just keep going with it. Boy, if they keep going with this one, oh my God. Bitter pill. Hi, Joanna. Welcome, Joanna. Welcome, Joanna. Joanna, are you okay? How is the weather your side? How are things your side? Over here is cold, Joanna. Dirty Joanna. Whoa. Boy, JB, I was do it right because I'm not remembering that she's having morning. Not remembering at all. Not remembering. We are here for a little time. When I'm done, I'll leave it running. JB, I keep trying to see. I will do it just the same, but boy, they don't. Every time I look, the number go down, and if I peep, the number go. That probably that's it. I said, no, sir, I have to take a break because the number, I try to leave it. As most people do, they leave theirs. You heard about the rising water in content, JB? Big water coming from the states, coming from the underneath the earth. We were talking about it earlier. Talking about it earlier. Yes, my dear, it is early morning. Boy, if you see it is another thing to look at the video. The water deep until the blue, like some blue hole. And the water still flowing and rising, covering up homes and flowing like it's making a river. And that's some pretty the people for the home said they couldn't save anything, it was coming so fast. They had to rush out. And this other plane now that was carrying some relief supplies, it crashed soon after takeoff in Florida. Both persons, and it didn't go high enough, Didn't go high enough for it to crash. It ran into gates, some people's fencing. Oh, some people's fencing, and then it fell over into a man-made pond. So if the man-made pond is there, it could be something's unfriendly in the water, or I don't know if there is fish there, or if it's sewage. It's yeah, Tetla, I realize you can take a dive, but say you always dive up back, you know, dive and stay down at bottom. You dive, but you come back up. Some people dive, one dive, then go down, then not come back up at all. But you bounce back, man. Yeah, I know that, Joanna. Joanna, please remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm going all out to people subscribing to their channel, so I just would love for them to return back the subscription. Especially to Auntie D Motivates. So when you see me subscribe, please return it. So that I really want it to reach the 50. When it reaches 50, I think I'll be better able to can push it better. Because you can go live when you have 50 subscribers. When you go live, it helps you to reach the subscriber count and the watch hours. So I ask you guys to give me that little subscribing so I can lift it up because it's struggling. People are not, I know I don't know where I went under that, People are not watching videos. People seem to me like they would more watch the shorts. People like JB don't bother with videos. They watch shorts and then just finish away with it. Oh. Right, JB? JB look like him tired to him need to go to bed. Yeah, man. And every night we can stay up, It's the reason why I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on because I'm just going to let it flow. Understand me, JB? Auntie? Hope you read me, Just let it flow. He's not hope so. He's no so teta. So sometimes we can stay up. We have the energy. Sometimes we don't have the energy. So we have to know how to cut and carve the energy. So that's why the other night I say I will not say when I'm leaving, but I'll just, But sometimes persons are not reading, and if I say, they're not getting it. Like I said the other night, and I had to come and sit one side, and and I want to take your instruction, JB. I want to take it so that it will enhances. And like it's after 9, it's a good time. I came on almost a little before 8 o'clock. So, Brother J, you want to go and hit the sack, and tea? So I'm going to go in the kitchen to go look some things to mouse up my mouth. But you see, this time too, when you eat better, you walk to walk again. I had my dinner and I drink a cup of tea. I don't because I'm talking when I feel like I never eat any dinner, everything feel like it gone. Everything feel like it's gone. Or when the time is cool, you take away the energy, take away the food that you eat. Is that so, Brother D? Brother J? All right. What is that? Ghost Ride. What a name, Ghost Ride. Thank you. Yeah, have a happy Tuesday too, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. Yes, T, when the time is cool, but T, where you're at is not very cold. It's just cool, right? So okay, welcome to the live. How are you doing, Ghost Rider? What a name. How are things your side? It's cool, okay. How are things your side, Ghost Rider? Is it that cool or is it hot? That name tells me like you have a what they call those channels again? Like it's a cartoon channel. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Is there anything you'd like to share? Comic book. That's why I realized the name. I was trying to come up with it. Was cold for Florida. Got for what? 40s cold. Cause we were about 41, 42, the highest, and then we end up in the 30s in the afternoon. So it is supposed to be cold. Because I think they said they're going to have some cold front going down in the Caribbean. I don't remember much. I saw it mentioned by the weatherman. And that, like some places are going to get some rain. Oh, Ghost Rider would have all the blankets, right, Ghost Rider? Once Florida reach 40, it's cool because they know how let's go down so far. I remember some time ago though, it was last year. They had some snow, remember? And it took them by surprise because they didn't have shovel. They didn't have the snow scrape. It was chaotic last winter. And they had to have the truck, snow truck from out of the city, out of Florida, the state, get shovel and try to clean it. It was so much snow. So you see where the climate change is really moving. It's moving. It's really, you have to keep yourself warm, because if you don't, you're likely to get sick. You have to keep warm. Because we are not cold-blooded animals, we are warm-blooded animals. We have to keep warm. But sometimes, I would say that I'm not cold when the body wants some more warmth. So you put your wrap up in your blanket and have on your socks. Yeah. Yes, yes. And they had shown where, I don't know if it's true, where since Melissa has caused, I think it's 7 mountains. 7 mountains, some shifting, something. and see the water coming from underneath the earth flowing in Jamaica and Mandeville. And they mentioned something about the what is it, the volcanoes, some that have not been active for a while. Hearing all sort of things. I don't know if they're really true, But whatever it is, though, we have to keep warm. And this ice, whoa, the mountain with the ice. I don't know if it's a polar shift, as I said. It it was sliding away as if it. I don't know if it's going to slide into the ocean. And they found some some a city, I think, up in Alaska, covered with so many feet of snow. Apparently, it may have, you know. So a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are changing. We just have to try to be safe in whatever we do because we all make up the society. And I remember at one time they were talking about hmm, the Arctic Circle, or the ozone layer that was depleting, and they used to talk a lot about it in the 90s. But I'm not hearing nobody talk about it anymore. Ghost Rider say, Happy Tuesday, everyone. Stay warm. I am off to ride. Okay. What are you going to ride now? You're going to do your movie, Ghost Rider. Okay, have fun. Have fun. So the younger the blanket is. Look here. JB, why you wake up Tifa now? Yes. You do. Ghost Rider, did you hear that one? Is that true? The younger the blanket is the warmer it is. Is it true? Answer me. Maybe I want that old one, it. Ghost Rider, are you an old blanket or a young blanket? Tetla, you see. My name is Ghost Rider, nobody go ride enough. I say it was off to ride. Ghost Rider, are you still going off or you change your mind? Somebody says they want an old blanket. I don't know if you're an old blanket or a young blanket. No, sir. Me say, Shimmy Tetla, that is here. Mm-hmm. They look like Ghost Rider one might be too young. Alright, Ghost Rider, enjoy your ride. Say it's going for a ride. Enjoy your ride. JB offered his already, so maybe she looking at old blankets. Why? But you let us say it a role. Teta, my friend, boy, you mash up the thing tonight, You make Ghost Rider can't even respond. Maybe you fall off of the bike, I'm saying going to go for a ride. So you ride the bike and get a little bit of the coolie. And you going to say, no, the blanket from JB is a old blanket. You going to say you have a hole in it. Oh, wait, JB is a old blanket from. That makes the blanket tear up, man. Good. So you're going to keep, you can't keep warm. The blanket. If the blanket are cold, you can't keep warm in it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Boy, I can't do that, my friend. Yes, JB say it have. Yes, it have one hole. Well, I mean, I know me love my friend them though. My friend them me straight. It too thin now, it too old man. It's turned straight now. Well, who man, where you come from? But it one who couldn't be friend. Boy, me tell me say only two on the match, man. Take that say a strainer. It's too thin. Oh my God. Mm-mm. When I come go on the bed. Take that no easy, you know. Take that no easy at all. That's a strainer. Yeah, too much wood. One big hole in it. And it thin there now because he wash a lot. So he weak. Weak man, he weak. Can't take no strain. Honestly, me feel like I'm hungry now. I brush my teeth and everything. I don't want to drink no more tea, but the time it have it have to have 1 hour so the heat can. Yeah, so you have the oxygen and the air so the heat can come out. Whoa, look, don't relax, man. Two train and me eat and me still feel like saying me that take some mess. Mm-hmm. Yes, guys, you keep me alive. You keep the life running. Two persons in the bush, in the fields. That's a send an old puppy my way. Huh? JB, you know any old puppy about the place? Uh-uh. That little old puppy. I really want a little puppy to keep you company, you know. And I'm going to take one cup of tea, me done. No, I drink now. Place quiet, you know. Quiet, quiet. The people them just around the place just gone in. Close off for the night. I say this is still up. Okay. I'm the only happy you can get. Okay. Only puppy. Okay. Hi, puppy. All right, puppy. Go to bed, puppy. Mm-mm. But to be honest, you know, you see this rough sea that came up with Melissa, it's meant to bring out a lot of fish, you know. Because I remember some, I don't know if it was Ola, but they said a lot of fishes, a lot of, yes, a lot of sea urchins and sea star, a lot of things out of the ocean were seen on the shore. So you can imagine how they floating over and the sea make them move. Yes, and people might still catch fish again, you know, with this weather, with this Melissa that just passed. Now OJ says more is out there looking for a nurse. It's true, but to find them, Papi's waiting on you, Teta. They're looking for a nurse, but to find the real one that is appreciative of the nursing. But I'm glad I get to talk to her, my cousin. She's so good. But Tetla, you're enjoying where I want to be, eh? You're enjoying the place. She'll be a great one, Joe. She's very kind hearted. But yeah, sometimes we have to help Pochita then. If you don't have one available, just send one over, right? Make the job a little easier. Because sometimes when you have to make the approach yourself, boy, you can't find none. You don't know where to turn. A tight is right there looking at you. Yes, it's nice, guys. I enjoyed your company for the evening. There's no better place for us to be than here. Tomorrow I won't be able to be on in the day. I love the daytime, you know. So I will I have to be off early. I have to reach early. And when I get back it's in the nighttime business. I mean I work the 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock night. 5 o'clock dark, you know. So I will have to come live. I'm trying to come on even 7:30, a little bit earlier than 8 o'clock because you look at 8 o'clock, people going to feel like they're going to bed. You know, so I choose to come on a little earlier. Yeah. Yesterday we had a good time. So I'm looking forward to Thursday, tomorrow evening. So guys, take your time, keep yourself warm, Tetla. Don't go down with any flu. I'm sorry I didn't come for 3 months. But hi Alden. How are you doing, Alden? Welcome to see you. You know, Alden time, you know, Alden know that she's on, she's about to go now. So Alden coming as soon to go off. Yes, I'm about to go off now. Sorry. And I say, let me just hang in there and just run off the time. How are you doing, Alden? How are you? Happy to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Have you reached any relative in Jamaica as yet, Alden? Have you been able to reach anybody? Me not sending no puppy to you to make you give him heart attack. Then I get the blame. But on the other hand, today is puppy day, you know, JB. That's why she's telling you today is puppy day. November 11th. Really, really little red thing on your shirt. Puppy day. So today is the day for the puppy. You miss out on that one. Right, Jay? Okay, you're not talking the puppy, the red puppy. Oh, I was just pulling you. Yes, Aldin, it has been a wonderful day. Very cold. I know where you're at. It's not as cold as where I'm at. I'm so further north. What's the temperature like for you, Aldin? You know, I there was a Jones RD. Alden, do you have a sister? Bill, I can't ask you here now. The name sometimes every time I see it, it bring memory of somebody else's name. But names are so common. Thank you for stopping by, Alden. You know, when you go to school, sometimes after you become an adult, you hear some names. It ring a bell like, do I know this name? And sometimes there are so many persons with the same name. Well, Jay, why? Me stay far from that thing, you know, because I don't want anybody. Because a lot of times things happen too. But some people are so fortunate. They get some good puppies, some good puppy, lifetime puppy, you know. I don't know why sometimes some things don't work out for some people. Some of us don't have any luck. So, you know, I say some people thought they take some chances. They go on dating sites and find husband and live so good. And some people go on it and they lose their life. They ill treat them. You wonder. And then one has to be so careful now, you know. But still, some people are out there, you know, good people. But sometimes to find those good people, it would be nice sometimes to meet people. Then sometimes when they say problems come up, then blame the introducer. Mm-hmm. But good people are there. If you're going to church, is a problem, and if you're outside of the church, it's worse. It's always some friend have to do something, and you're hoping that it will work. Whoa, I gone over. The last time I looked, it was 10. I didn't even know we reached 12. We have good and bad. Yeah, man. Everywhere you go, if you go in a church, you hear people talk. Yeah, as I mean, anywhere you go, you find some is like the best thing since they stay together up until death. And some within a few weeks, the ugly side them start show and people have to run for their life. You hear people talk. And then you just don't know. Even when it is among your own, I hear people talk. Like sometimes people want things and they say, yes, so. Then the next thing, you put all your trust, then they run, Scantagon. Mm-hmm. All right, we have a few minutes. So, don't rush it. If it will happen, it will happen. Just go slow and enjoy the ride. Right, JB, Tetler, and those of my friends out there, my silent listeners out there watching me, don't go too fast into anything. Just go slow, and you'll see it. I know. Zona said she was doing whatever, but when Zona gone off, she zone out. So I have about 5 minutes, but I'm gonna see if I get a munch because I don't like going to bed with a half empty stomach. Because in the morning you get up again, you take a time to eat, you spark up your stomach. So, my good friends, thank you for spending some time with Auntie D. Thank you for your time. Have a good night's sleep. And don't worry about a thing. No matter how the blanket hold and have holy. Let's say holy keeps wrap up. Like I don't have number. I have a blanket and just enjoy the sleep. Though. And so me know and learning there are some come and say like and done. Then zone out, then gone. You know. So appreciate um people's time. I would really, what I would eat now? A piece of roast breadfruit with little butter. Little butter up on the breadfruit. So as I don't have any roast breadfruit, I make a cup of hot chocolate. And don't want anything too cold. Make the body keep you warm. And just, and that will keep me. Right, Tetla and JB? Just a cup of hot chocolate. I don't have nobody to warm up the bed. If me turn one side, it cold. If I stay one side, if I go the other side, it cold. So I have just wrap up. So when I have a cup of, like drink chocolate so late, Have a cup of hot chocolate and just warm up the body, the system. And then just go to bed. Right, my people? I don't hear a song. There's so much 9:41. There's so much things in social media to read. Believe you me. But today now, I bought down the whole place while I was there. Because this cold time, you don't realize it. When the time cold, you're hungry every minute. And all you want is something like a soup or tea. You don't really want no food. That's why you're feeling hungry. I had my dinner and I have a cup of tea. And I feel me right from the morning. I feel like my stomach feel like it empty. I can't go on my bed so at all. If I want tough crackers, but I feel like I have to really get a cup of hot. Something hot. Yeah, I heard that this is the time when people drink the most coffee and tea and those things. Listen, man, it's like you have to take a cup of tea. You have to take if you go to bed. It have warm your body, you know. Well, JB, you may probably go drink, take a Q. You may want to take a Q, but me no want no Q. Me don't use Q. So me jump take a hot cup of milk. A cup of not even like a straight milk neither. A little bit of coloring chocolate in it. Yes. Mm-hmm. And you know you have to take it because then if you don't drink it, you know, or the soup, your body can get sick, you know, your body can get dehydrated. You know your body don't want no water. See me carry water in there now, no me not even drink half of it. Your body don't really want the water itself, you know. Your body more want like from I say I'll be drinking water. You just see me drink water. And from today whole day me not drink no water. I just take about 2 or 3 mouthfuls since me sit here before me start the live. Me not thirsty for water. Right? But I'm more feel like I want. You know, them ramen soup or them my name again. The cup noodle soup them. I don't really want the soup to drink. If I look about that, I know I don't know. I mean, I want that noodle at night. So just take a cup of tea and the 2 crackers. Bring it up my mouth and I'll drop it in my bed, wrap up. Mm-hmm. And you realize people tend to lose weight at winter time because your body don't want no food, but it's because they drink the tea and the soup and the tea. You don't want no food to eat. Not even fruits, you have to force yourself. But me say normally I drink 2 bottles of water a day. From morning I don't drink half a bottle. And because of that now, it affect your digestive system. You get constipation, you don't have enough saliva, you don't have enough water in your eye to clean your eye. Your blood need the water. So you get dehydrated. You need to pass urine. The body need the water to clean up the inside and flush out. So not having enough water now going to be a problem. All right, so and I don't want to drink it too late, so that may end up in the bed with the tea and my stomach just lying down and shaking like this. So people, see number gone to 13. You can stay on, you know, and chat. I'm going to look about the tea. If you're gone by the time I get back, no problem. Right? But I really need to get something warm. That is it. So you see, it is true. Your body don't want no water to drink. For those who drink rum, maybe they may drink alcohol. Your body don't want, and you have to drink. Your body need the water. You have to force yourself to drink the water. Right? You see when the bears they go hibernate when winter. They don't come out go look no food. And when they come out they maga. But them eat enough for them body have enough what you say, enough to keep them warm. So when the time up at the sun is out again, then come out. So we can't hibernate. You have to eat. All right, guys, keep chatting till I go get something, you see, because I don't want to sit here. I don't want to have it too late, you know. You can't come on there.
They can't come and I'm not looking at the right now.
So you know what the heater?
Yeah. Keep in your room. Keep yourself warm.
We could put this up there, sir.
Don't worry about it.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yes, Lord. Mhm.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Enough is just a thing.
Mhm. Whoa. Yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, people, see number count to 3. Mm-hmm. Yes, my friends, going to wrap up in the bed now. And today I just take a couple. See if it tea. We just look at the tea eyes them, you know. She not have nothing look at sleeping them, you know. Not a look at sleeping them at all, you know. Hello, Jupiter. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time.